Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go from Glendale. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That one on target to Moore. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
You have a tight end motioning left here. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll take this down to about the 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Slot receiver headed right. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. First and 10 now from the 36. Now faking the give. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown Rams. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. The extra point from Cardi is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will start on the ground. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. A
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Lots of space past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big run from Taylor. It covers 51 yards. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and As they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They send the tight end in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The Rams have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. We'll have more from Glendale after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose big yardage on this one. Trying to get to the edge, instead steps out of bounds well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 5. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, L.A.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The extra point from Cardi is good. And the Rams will get out in front 17-7. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Tight end going in motion here. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, L.A.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Jonathan Taylor. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 97 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second down and 3. They'll look to throw yet again. We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's another Cardinals.
Moore going in motion. Back to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the Rams Rams are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They send him right out of the slot. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do. He'll air it out down the middle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Lake. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Rams. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Back to the air one more time. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A gain of 24 through the air. It's an Arizona first down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On the ground, it's Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. The run over center, and it's Lloyd. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams first down. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Third and long. He'll get this out wide. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, hit or recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.